Now, what's the meaning of obstacle? Obstacle means like a problem that might happen to you while you're actually trying to do that challenge. Like, for example, it's like this. Let's say, for example, I'm trying to work hard on my studies and other things. So I'm studying hard, I'm trying to pass, and the obstacle here that this equation I don't understand. I have a problem. I have an obstacle. So the obstacle, let's say, if we're talking about this is challenge, okay, so this is the challenge. Okay, that's challenge. The obstacle is what? The obstacle is, yes, something here. The obstacle is something here. Yes, it's what? Blocking the way. Like, for example, okay, so this person wants to reach here. Okay, so this person wants to reach here. So this is like a road for him. So it does not have problem. So he will run until he reached his point. Okay, now if he has, okay, so he's going that way. Okay, he's going that way, and he has a block. So this is a block. So this is called the obstacle. So imagine that this is the challenge. Imagine that all of this is the challenge. So the challenge is to move from here. That's the challenge. Move from here to here. But he has a problem here. He has an obstacle. So he needs to overcome this obstacle. So that's the challenge. The challenge is to overcome this obstacle. So when we try to use the vocabulary, so it's overcome. Overcome an obstacle. Okay. Geography was an obstacle in the school. Because I didn't understand it. So geography was an obstacle in the school because I didn't understand it. That's the thing. Geography was an obstacle in the school because I didn't understand it. So obstacle here is equal to what? Obstacle here is equal to, yes, a problem. So it's a problem. It was difficult. Okay, I don't understand it. It's a difficult subject. Geography was an obstacle in the school because I didn't understand it. It's a difficult subject. Okay? Now, okay? So that's the thing. So geography was an obstacle in the school because I didn't understand it. It's a difficult subject. Okay? Now, I took courses in geography to pass in it. I took courses in geography to pass in that subject. That means what? I overcame my obstacle. I overcame my obstacle. Very nice. So we have here challenge, obstacle, and overcome this obstacle, whatever. Okay? Now, what else? Let's go to the presentation again. Let's go next. The challenges. Let's go for some challenges. I studied for my exam while I was sick. So that's a challenge. When I'm sick, I'm sneezing, another thing. So I've studied for my exams. So that's a nice thing. So I studied for my exam while I was sick. Okay, let's go next. I drove a car by myself. I drove a car by myself. I'm young. I can't drive a car. So I drove it by myself. That's a challenge. I was studying hard the last weekend. I was studying hard the last weekend. That means what? Last weekend, I was studying. So I took time studying. Okay? Now, let's watch this video about challenges.
After being cut from his high school basketball team, he went home, locked himself in his room, and cried. He wasn't able to speak until he was almost 4 years old, and his teachers said he would never amount to much. Was demoted from her job as a news anchor because she wasn't fit for television. Fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination and having no original ideas. At At age 11, he was cut from his team after being diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency, which made him smaller in stature than most kids his age. At 30 years old, he was left devastated and depressed after being unceremoniously removed from the company he started. A high school dropout whose personal struggles with drugs and poverty culminated in an unsuccessful suicide attempt. A teacher told him he was too stupid to learn anything and that he should go into a field where he might succeed by virtue of his pleasant personality. Rejected by Decca Recording Studios, who said, "We don't like their sound. They have no future in show business." His first book was rejected by 27 publishers. His fiancée died, failed in business, had a nervous breakdown, and was defeated in 8 elections. If you've never failed, you've never tried anything new.
Okay, so if you've never failed, you've never tried anything new. So consider this video as a motivational video. So because you have a challenge here. You have a challenge here to learn English. And by learning, I mean I need to speak English after this course, speak English fluently. So how can I speak English fluently? I have to apply the method. I have to do it by myself. I have to say it again and again and again. The course here is just a guideline. It guides you to like the correct way, the correct thing. That's all about the course. But you need to work more on your skills. You need to do more to practice more, to do lots of things to succeed. That's important. That's the important part about succeeding. Succeeding is not just about like getting good grades. Succeeding also is about like staying good. Okay? So success is about staying good. So if you want to succeed, you need to do lots of things. Okay? Succeed in your life, succeed in English and everything. Now let's go for a small practice on paragraph correction. Now we have a passage here. The passage has like lots of problems. What are the problems? Like the ones that we highlight them in red. So let's read the passage, then we try to see the problems and how to solve these problems. Very nice. Now, number 1. Okay, starting from number 1. Well, it's another rainy day. I wonder what I will do first. Okay, I think I'll take a walk around the neighborhood to stretch my legs. Second, I'll cook a big breakfast with toast, fried eggs, and bacon. After that, I might mow my lawn. It's getting pretty long. I'm not sure what I'll do after that. I guess I should go see my mother. I think she wants me to go grocery shopping with her. I have no idea why she can't just go by herself, or better still, she could ask my dad to go with her. I doubt he will want to go with her though. He doesn't like going to the grocery store as much as I do. Now, the ones in red are having problems. So let's try to discover the problem. So let's first try number 1. Let's give some things. Okay, so here we have, well, it was, well, it isn't, well, it is, correct as it is. So let's look at it again. Well, it's another rainy day. Yes. So let's talk about the first part here. What's this? Very nice. That's it's. That's it's. What are the differences? What's the difference? Both of them are pronounced it's. What's the difference? Yeah, the difference here is about this. The difference here is about the S here. Here we have apostrophe S, and here we have just the S. Here this is a, very nice, a possessive. Possessive, the possessive, that means, for example, if you want to give an example for the first one, the first possessive, this ball is its. This ball is its. Now let's write the active one or the subjective one. The cat has a ball. So I'll say it like this. The cat has a ball. The cat has a ball. So this ball is its, or the cat. So that's a possessive. Okay? Like this. The cat is playing with its ball. The cat is playing with its ball. The cat is playing with its ball. So here what? Here the cat has a ball. The cat is playing with its ball. So this ball is its. Remember the possessives? The possessives we said we have subject possessives and object possessives. So we're talking about the subject possessives. What are they? Very nice. My, his, her, their, your, our. Very nice. Now how about the object? Object is mine, his, hers, theirs, yours, and ours. Okay? So what are the differences? Now, the first thing here, the cat is playing with its ball. So I'm talking about the cat. But here I'm talking about the ball. So in the subject, I'm talking about the object here. Again, not getting confused. In this sentence, so who is playing with the ball? The cat. Very nice. Who is the subject? The cat. Who is the object? The ball. So it's like this. So here, talk about the cat is the subject. Playing is the verb. And the ball is the object. Okay, so the cat is the subject, the verb is the object, then the ball. Okay? So The ball is the object here, and the cat is the subject, and we have playing as a verb. Now, if I'm going to talk about here the subject and the object in a normal sentence, so I put it like this. It's. And here this ball is it. Now, to clarify this sentence in a good way, let's talk about a person. This is my book. I wrote in my book. I wrote in my book. So if we're trying to highlight the sentence, so here we have subject, we have verb, and we have an object. So it is like this. So here I say this is the subject, this is the verb, and this is the object. And this one here is the, yes, possessive. Okay? So I wrote in my book. I wrote in my book, so that's a sentence. I am the subject. I wrote in my book. Okay? So that's a typical sentence. Normal sentence. Subject, verb, an object, and a possessive. So the possessive here for me, if I'm talking about myself, so I say my book. Okay? Now, let's talk about a sentence about the book. So someone is asking me about the book, so I say, this book is mine. Now, let's do it again. So, the book is, and mine is. The book is what? Very nice. A subject. I'm talking about the book. And I am what? An object. The owner of the book. So when I am talking about another thing, not me, so I am an object. So when I am an object, I say mine. So this is my cell phone. This cell phone is mine. So when I say this is my cell phone, so I'm talking about myself. When I say this cell phone is mine, so I talk about the cell phone. Okay? So let's continue. So if we're talking about number one, so it will be what? Very nice. Okay? So here, what fits the situation? Well, it is. Again? Well, it's another rainy day. Well, it's another rainy day. Okay? Now, I wonder what I will do. What I will do. What I will do. So, very nice. What's the problem? Let's give you an example. I would do, will I do, I will do, correct as it is. To go to it again, so I wonder what I will do. Let's remember this. What will I do? That's a sentence. Now, that's a question. Let's change it into a sentence. I wonder what... very nice. What's this? Direct and indirect things. Now, we have something in English called direct questions. What are they? Now, direct questions like this. What? Where is the bank? So that's a direct question. I'm asking you, where is the bank? What's the tool of the question here? The tool of the question is where? Okay? So now let's go next. When I say this, I wonder where the bank is. What's that? Now pay attention to something important here. Now the important thing, the important thing here, that the tool of the question here was where. Here, is it a question? No. What is where here? What's where? Where is a conjunction. It's linking the sentence. It's linking two sentences. I wonder and the bank. So here, when I change it into a sentence, I change what? The verbs here.